Hey peeps. So hopefully you guys can find this. I know there's no one here at the moment. I'm just texting. It wouldn't log me back into the last one, so hopefully you guys can find it. Oh, look, there you are. Hello. Right, now I need to adjust the chat because I'm in the wrong chat for this one now. So let's see if I can find this. Hey, there we go. Oh, we need to remember to turn the sound off for this one, don't I? Oh, we need to remember to turn the There we go. Right. Yes, Karen, there was internet drama. It's bizarre. We get a phone call, and then when I'm live streaming, and it kills it. It's so weird. It's so weird. Crystal, I think you've been asking about lining things. Can you? I put a pleat in the back of linings rather than a back seam, so that there's wiggle room for when you get in and out of things. And I do make the lining of my sleeves, I sew it with a longer seam allowance rather than making it shorter. And then that way, I think, yeah. I think that was what you asked. But yes, so I do sew sleeve linings with a larger seam allowance, which means that they sit inside of the coat sleeve a little bit better. I think I even, I can't remember, I think I do trim a little bit off as well. So Lily Bells, hello, welcome. But yeah, so before our internet drama, oh, you gotta love living in the country, haven't you? So does anyone have any questions? Any questions? And Crystal, if I didn't answer your question correctly, let me know and what the question was, and I'll try and actually answer it. I'm trying to do it from memory because obviously it was on the last chat and the last stream. So, hi Claire, how are you? And oh dear, let's see. Well, this is coming out quite easily. For those that you don't know, I'm taking the arms off of Wilson's jacket, and because I need to start doing that because it's kind of dawned on me what time of year it is and how much I've got to do for all the things I need to make. Because, you know, I seem to have ended up making a lot of Christmas presents again this year. And yes, Rianne, your Christmas present from many years ago. So Crystal says, thanks. How do you do the bottom hem? I'm making a plaid coat. See, for me, I do. Right, so what have I done with the coats that I've made so far? The couple of coats that I've made so far didn't actually have a lining, so I drafted my own. I drafted a facing, and I actually cut the lining out exactly the same size as the skirt panel of the coat. I then top stitched the facing on top of that right around the edge, and then top stitched it down because the facing was 2 inches. So the edge of the raw edge of the facing was at the raw edge of the lining of the coat, and then it went in 2 inches. So I top stitched the edge of that down, and then I bagged the whole thing out and turned it through a opening that I'd left in the side seam of the skirt of the coat, and then slip stitched that closed. And that's worked quite well for me, but I don't think that's the correct way of doing it. But like I say, those coats, which is what Rianne's coat is going to be like as well, didn't have a specific lining drafted for them, so I kind of fudged it and made it up as I went along, and it worked. So yeah, that's what I've done. I know a lot of people, you finish the raw edge of the outer fabric of your coat with bias binding or something and turn that up and slip stitch that into place. Especially with the bouncy wool, you shouldn't be able to see those stitches. And then they hem the lining independently, and then they do bar tacks, not bar tacks, thread tacks, you know, the thread chains, that's the word, and attach the seam of the lining to the seam of the coat so that the lining sort of stays in place, but it's free floating from it. And that means that the coat outer won't buckle up if the lining of the coat is too small, not too small, but shorter. So I believe that is a way of doing it. That really fancy blue wool coat with the mink collar that I have, that's how that lining is finished. Although I need to give that lining some TLC at the moment. It's held up with safety pins because the lining has kind of come away. So I need to do that. But yeah, there's a couple of options. And I'm really going for this, aren't I? So yeah, I can't believe I'm doing this. It'll be fine. It'll be a really nice present. So Crystal's, yeah, you got me a stitch. Anna says, I'm not saying today, going to film today's vlog soon. Awesome. I'm looking forward to it, Anna. And Caro says, that's better. Busy hemming Christmas dress for work. Very nice. Is that for your work Christmas party? And let's see. Champagne twist, Christmas. What do you mean? In my mind, it's still June. Yeah, tell me about it. It suddenly dawned on me what time of year it is and how much I've got to get done. And I really want to get all of my outstanding NCWs and bits and pieces like that sewn and finished and sent out so that I'm starting the new year with no outstanding commissions. So Rianne, yes, that's your NCW as well. And yeah, that's what I would like to do. And I'm having a look and rethinking the NCWs and penny-ins for next year for Patreon. I actually priced up making one for a customer with leather, and I priced it up with how much I charge an hour for commissions when I do take them, and it was 250 quid. So the $100 NCW is a massive bargain, and the same with the penny in, and they are actually going to be retired for next year. I'm not going to do those anymore because they do take, you know, a good sort of 3 hours to just make, and you need to cut them out as well, so that's another hour on top of that. And as fun as they are, I've made so many of them now, and you guys are brilliant at them. Like, I keep seeing that's one of the main things on the Shine Made Me Do It hashtag is the NCWs. Yeah, you guys are amazing at them, so you don't need me to make them for you. I appreciate that it's more about support, but yeah, I think that tier is going to get retired on Patreon. So there's going to be one left if anyone wants one. Although actually I might retire it now so that I don't have to make one before Christmas. So let's see, where are we? Julie says hi all. Hi Julie, how was the pizza? Joe Underhill says waves. Hi Joe. Dana, I can't say your surnames, can I? Sorry. Hello, I was wondering if you could share the next time how you level hems on big skirts. Funny you should mention that. I was doing that yesterday and I filmed myself doing that process. So yes, that's coming in the sew along. If you have any tips or tricks. It's a hated task and I'm thinking there has to be a better way than how I do it. I had mine on my dress form on the coffee table on the kitchen floor, and I did it by eye. I did it by eye with pins because it was so long and my usual method wasn't working. And it's come out pretty even, actually, if I do say so myself. I was quite impressed with myself. But that I do think that skirt's going to drop again, which is why I did a narrow rolled hem on it on my overlocker rather than hemming it by hand, because I do think that skirt's going to drop again and I'm going to have to re-level it, which I am not looking forward to. But it was fine for last night and I really enjoyed wearing that dress. Glenda says, looking for a quick, not too simple clutch pattern to make for a friend. The quarter note clutch from Emmeline Bags is good. Have a look at that one. Pocket Danny says, I'm just making a bit of food brunch. Hoping to film a vlog later. Have some cutting out to do too. Lovely. Linda says, I'm sewing a top to wear at work during Christmas week. Very nice, and welcome, Linda. Hello. Caro, note for Christmas jumper day. But our office is a sauna. Just in last time for this job. So you have funny Christmas jumper day. I never had one of those because I always had a uniform wherever I worked. So in a proper job. So yeah, I kind of fancy a funny Christmas jumper though. I think that would be fun. Let's see, where have we got to? Champagne Twist says, looking for a new sewing machine. Anyone got any tips they would like to share? Budget around £500 once I sell a kidney. The Champagne Twist, if you happen to be in the London area, I highly recommend Brett at Sew Works. He's in Epsom. He has Brother, Juki, Benina, Janome. He has a giant range of sewing machines and he has loads of them out, and he's so good and you can go in and play. But if you can't get to that shop, or if you're not in the UK, then my recommendation is find a dealer that either you are recommended to by a friend, or one that will let you go in and play on a variety of machines. And what you really want is a list of what you want your sewing machine to do for you, and you can go to the dealer with that list and say, this is what I'm looking for. And hopefully if the dealer knows their stuff, they can say, well, this is the sort of like range or machines that you need to be looking at. But that's my 2 pence worth. That's not remotely how I bought this one. Mum told me to buy a Benina, so I went in and said, can I have the most expensive one? And here it is. So yeah. But that would be my recommendation. Kathy says, I finally got on. Good morning, Sean and all the peeps. Hello, Kathy. Welcome. It was bright sunshine and now it's dying. I think I might go and turn the studio light on so that I'm not just lit from one side. So 2 secs, I'll be back. Oh, do you like my t-shirt? It's the one that Candy sent me. I love it. Oh, let's not fall over my own feet. See if that helps. That's made zero difference. Typical. Typical. Let's see. Champagne Twist is in London. Yeah, so 100% Brett Sew Works, and there is a car park if you can drive down there. I don't know whether, I can't remember what the nearest tube or train station is, but tell him I sent you, and he is absolutely lovely, as is his wife, and they are absolutely awesome, and they'll brilliant, absolutely brilliant. Cannot sing their praises enough. So awesome. Let's see. Julie says, I have a brother, F410, and I love it. And she also says pizza was lovely, homemade and yum. Ooh, nice. Homemade pizza, yummy. Kathy says, I need some new t-shirt type tops. What are your favorites? My favorites at the moment are the Sewaholic Renfrew tee, the Wanted Vanessa Pouze Wanted tee, and the Sew Over It cowneck tee. They're the 3 that I've made and that I wear all the time. I've got to the bit where they've backstitched and I can't get this stupid sleeve off. So yeah, they're my 3 favorites, although I have a giant pile of t-shirt patterns behind you that I want to make my way through, because as you can see, I've got all this jersey in those 2 cubby holes there to make into t-shirts. 60 t-shirts at least there. That's not excessive, is it? Right, why can I not get this last little bit off? This is irritating. So Many Fabrics says, hi Sean. Hi, welcome. Let's see, where else have I got to? Caro says, I work in finance office of a college. Oh, is that your Christmas jumper day? Oh, that'd be very cool. That was the one thing I mean, actually, when I worked for the insurance company, I could wear my whatever I chose to wear. So, but yeah, most of the jobs that I've had a uniform, which has varied from type to type, obviously. But yeah, let's see. So anybody else got any questions? Anything that you would like answered? Anything that you are pondering about? So let me know. Shia Toto says, hi from Ireland. Hello, welcome. Crystal says, I love the Agnes by Tilly and the Buttons and the Blank Tea by Blank Slate Patterns. Blank Tea if you sign up yeah, I think you get the blank tea free if you sign up to their Facebook page. Is that right, Crystal? Did I get that right? So, oh, why is this last little bit so tricky? Because it's been backstage, so of course it is. Rosemary says hello from Brisbane. Hi, Rosemary. What time is it there? It's quite late in the evening, I think. But welcome. Julie says, how's the QQ's Dragon Quilt going? Julie. So we had a little bit of a mess up with the Spoonflower voucher that Big Bird and Baby Bother had given Mum that we were going to use to, because Rianne has, a small girl type creature who is here or was here, has drawn Mum a dragon. We're going to have that printed on the dogwood denim from Spoonflower so that Mum can then thread paint on top of it. And yeah, we went to order it on their free worldwide shipping day. Ria's still here, yay. The voucher didn't work, so we had to email them and get that sorted. So we've done that now, but they're not doing free shipping anymore. Obviously, it was on the So we I'm going to get that ordered for Mum actually over the next couple of days because she really wants to start on that. She can't start on it until she's got the dragon. So, and it's a very good dragon that we drew. So yeah, we need to get that in motion. She's been learning to love my overlocker. Yay, success. Success. Right, so now that I've got the lining out, I should be able to technically get to the sleeve. Oh, wow. Okay, so there's a sleeve head in here. There's a sleeve head. And I think they've used the bias strip method of getting the sleeve in, which is very interesting. So, yeah. And have they sewn it in twice? Have I got 2 lines of stitching to unpick? Is that what I've got to do? Oh, I can't even see. So let's get the sleeve out. Fun times, hey? Oh, oh, oh. Gosh. All sorts going on in here. But I have the stuff to do another sleeve head, so that's fine. Look, it's very strange. So yeah, let's unpick this sleeve. What else have people been saying? Rosemary says it's 9:30 on a Sunday night in Australia. Polly, Nancy says very early in the morning. Thank you for coming, Nancy. Thank you for getting up so early, or thank you for joining us when you have got up so early. So Lily Bell says, I'm embarking on my first coat. Is Thinsulate worth the investment? Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, my Kelly Anorak is the warmest coat ever. So yeah, I would say Thinsulate is definitely worth the money. Definitely. Gosh, unpicking black and the sun's got decided to go in now because of course it has. That's fun. Yeah, Thinsulate definitely worth the money, and I highly recommend it. Really, 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 really good stuff, and not actually that expensive for what it is. It depends on the size of the coat that you're having to do, obviously, but yeah, highly recommend it. Let's see, where did I get to? Caro, the students use it as a big fundraiser, and the different courses provide extra treats like manicures by Beauty or special treats from catering. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely. I like that idea. Right, where did I? Let's see. Julie says, I really want to see it. The dragon quilt. Yeah, we all do. So yeah, it's the only reason Mum's not been able to start is because of me. So I need to pull my finger out and get on that for her. So yeah, oh gosh. Unpicking black. Whose idea was this? Oh, oh, I think I've got it. Okay, so I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. Stratus says, "G'day, Sean and Peeps. Sean, have you seen Baby Yoda? Baby Yoda? Have I seen Baby Yoda? No, I have not seen Baby Yoda. Oh, is the new Star Wars film out? Oh, or is it The Mandalorian? Oh, I haven't got Disney. I'm confused. Where's Baby Yoda? Explain. Tell me. I want to know." Julie says, "Oh, is this Wilson's jacket?" Yes, this is Wilson's jacket. He's asleep upstairs, so fingers crossed he doesn't come and walk in, because that kind of would have given the game away, wouldn't it? Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass to. This is going to be a pain in the ass to do. Why did I decide this was a good idea? Wow, this like faux leather is literally disintegrating as I'm unpicking it. No. Sorry, where did I get to? Really, P. Hi from Spain. Hello, welcome. Cara says, "I have a nativity panel to quilt as a wall hanging for a friend. Must admit to procrastinating because I'm nervous. But the Santa suit is now delivered and they were thrilled." Oh, is that the Santa suit that you made for the very tall gentleman that you put in the Peeps group? Is that it? Am I getting that right? Let me know. Linda says, "My son wants a reenactment costume. He has designed it and cut it out, but needs help sewing it. No machine stitches allowed to show. Is there such a thing as an invisible or clear thread?" Yes, there is, but I wouldn't recommend it. But then I'm not really the one to ask, because it's people use it for quilting and things. I would machine stitch as much as you can until you get to top stitching or that kind of thing, and then you kind of need to hand stitch those ones, or he does. But that's my 2 pennies worth. Let us know how you get on though, or how he gets on then, because that's very interesting. What kind of reenactment is it? What period? What period is it from? Is the costume from? Joanne says, "Do one sleeve at a time so you can go and check on it as you're doing the first one?" Yes. Yes, I'm going to unpick this from the coat, which hopefully once I have got this out, I'm going to be able to then unpick the sleeve itself, and I'm going to use that as a pattern, and I'm going to leave the other one on, like you say, so that I can see how it's gone on and how it's been sewn together. And yes, but very good point. If you do alterations and things like that, it's a good idea to do one at a time, just so that you can kind of see how the previous one was done. Yeah, very, very good tip. I like that a lot. Clover Ridge, good morning, 6:30 in Pennsylvania. Love your cardigans. Could you possibly post the pattern names and their companies in which your mum uses to make them? Thank you so much. So the ones that mum usually makes me are the Hortensia cardigan by Andy Satterland, and they're on Ravelry. When I'm wearing things in the vlogs, I always, if you look in the description, it's always got a what I'm wearing, and I usually remember to post the pattern and fabric, if it's available still, in there. But yes, it is the Hortensia cardigan by Andy Satterland, and you can get it on Ravelry. This was a Drops Design one that Mum and I found, and I will try and find the pattern number for it and put it in the description of this. What's the time, by the way? Oh, gosh, 20 to 12. How did that happen? Let's see. Where did I get to? Stratus says, yeah, it's on the Mandalorian. I'll post a pic on your Twitter. Awesome. Thank you, Stratus. Yeah, no, we haven't got access to Disney Plus yet here, which I'm kind of a bit bummed about, because I keep seeing all the stuff about the Mandalorian and I'm trying to avoid spoilers. Yeah. Let's see. Caro. Yes, it is. He had a chance to be at the Chessington early, so we had a week or less to get it done. We did an amazing job. He looked awesome. That's the Santa suit that we're talking about there, by the way. Caro put a photo of it up in the Peeps group, and it did look awesome. Julie says, Bernadette Banner has lots of beautiful sewing projects with period stitching and so on. Yes, she does. Bernadette Banner is awesome. I love watching her channel. I love her voice as well. It's brilliant. And Lynn said, it's medieval period, so minimal shaping, but it's like sewing a sack. Okay. Well, he should be able to do that. He should be able to do that. But yeah, like Julie says, Bernadette Banner has some amazing videos on that kind of sewing. So highly recommend you have a look at hers. Let's see. Ooh, getting there with this. Getting there. At the very least, he's going to have a like a vest, a body warmer, isn't he? If it all goes horribly wrong, I'll finish the edges up, and yeah, that'll help. Where did we get to? Julie says Bernadette is beautiful on the inside and out. She is indeed. Did somebody posted her one that she did for critiquing Mary Poppins, the film for the period fashion, and yeah, I mean I'd seen it before, but I just love listening to her. Oh wow, I'm nearly done. I'm nearly done. Let's see. Just going to the bit where they backstitch, so it's going to be difficult to get this bit out, but yay. It's quite good unpicking with you guys because it makes me do it. This thing is literally disintegrating. Right, well, okay. So, okay, interesting. Okay. Small seam allowance, but that's okay. I can work with that, and it's a commercial make, so of course it has 5/8 of an inch seam allowance is excessive, but it makes life easier for the home sewist. Apparently, I'm covered in faux leather. I'm covered in it. Yuck! It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's like it's gross. Let's see. Stratus done. He is there. Enjoy the cuteness overload. I will. Thank you. I've got faux leather everywhere. Oh gosh, it's gross. Let's see. I love Morgan Donna as well. Caro. I really enjoy watching her channel too. Oh, look at that. That's amazing that it's just disintegrated like that. I mean, I need to use this as a pattern. So, but yeah, look, they've got a sleeve head in there, which it looks like they sewed that in first before sewing it into, oh, and it got caught. So yeah, now I need to pick this apart and the lining apart so that I can use these as a pattern. Oh, I'm going to end up with this stuff everywhere, aren't I? Fun times. Right, let's start with the cuff. Try and get that off. Try. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So, oh, yes, I still have internet. Is anyone else making Christmas presents? Still making Christmas presents for their nearest and dearest this year? I know there was, I can't remember who it was now. In the comments, she's like prepped and done and sorted and got all of her Christmas presents like done ahead of time because she'd had a nightmare last year, so she decided that was not going to happen this year, so she's already done. I always think that I'm going to do that, and it doesn't ever quite happen that way, but I always, you know, like to dream that yeah. God, this stuff is just disintegrating in my hand. It's gross. I think Mum's carrying the arches around. Okay, what can I try unpicking next then? Wow, the stitching on this is not good. Not good at all. Can't believe I've done this. Seemed like a good idea at the time. Julie's daughter says, this is a great video, but why is it English? Because I don't speak any other language fluently enough to even attempt to try that. This is not working. Okay, let's try something else then. Let's try. Oh, look, a Bartak. Yay, fun times. Let's try and get that out. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to need to get Hoover in here after this as well, because, like I say, this stuff is just everywhere. Everywhere. Okay, that's coming out okay. That's good. And then that's top stitching. Oh, Mum's laptop's. Oh, why has that done that? The chat's gone. Oh dear, let's see if I can get that back again, because I can see that a few of you asked some more questions and I can't see anything. Let's see. Where have we got to? Is that still working? Yes, it is. Glenda says, I want to make Christmas presents with time. Yeah, tell me about it, Glenda. Tell me about it. And Fiona says, hello. Hi, Fiona. Welcome. And then Champagne Twist says, this year everyone's getting food gifts instead of sewn gifts. I managed to make an aunt a few tea towels, but she wanted those were hand sewn. Oh, wow. See, I'm really tempted to do that. I made everybody red onion chutney and chocolate orange fudge one year. And it was because I was super broke at the time as well. So it was a way of making affordable gifts that weren't going to bankrupt me and that were thoughtful because I had made them. So I'm thinking I might do something similar this year. But I don't know, because lots of people have told me things that they want. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I need to write myself a list of who I need to buy for and the things that I want to get them. That would probably be sensible, wouldn't it? So yeah, we'll see. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's see. Dana says, yes, I'm sitting going through patterns to sew for my nephews and nieces whilst listening to you. Oh, I'm glad you're getting to do something useful while you're listening to me waffle. I don't know how I'm going to get this jacket apart. I need to get the cuff off so I can get the lining out. Yeah, let's go back to trying to do this without it disintegrating all over me. It's because it doesn't matter if I rip it a little bit, because it's not like I need this to be usable again. So let's try getting the seam ripper right in there and see. Oh, I'm making holes in it. Oh, but it is coming apart. Okay, that's good. I've started. So we'll get there. We will get there. Let's see. Carrie says, I've got some dashi pins, pin cushions and purses cut out for my nieces and goddaughters, and a week off to get them done. Looking forward to the Victoria Market in Portsmouth on Friday. Wow. Oh, I've got an itchy nose again. I think we're good to sneeze. Yeah, I didn't know there was a Victoria Market in Portsmouth. That sounds like fun. On Friday, you say? I'll have to see if Mum fancies going over there. Ugh, come on. Right, let's see, where did we get to? Strata says, Sian speaks 2 languages, English and sewing terminology. Thank you. That's true, actually. It is a separate language, isn't it? But then I think the technical language for any craft or any kind of skill is a separate language, isn't it? So yeah, it was really interesting actually, because when I made the Vanessa Pouzet Wanted Tea, it's a French only pattern. And I had there was a lady that I worked with. This is when I was still in the tunnel when I made this for the first time. There's a lady that I worked with that lived in France and is not a native French speaker, but is a fluent French is her second language, but she's very fluent in it because, as I say, she lived in France. And it was really interesting having her translate the pattern for me because a lot of it didn't make sense to her. She was saying something, and then I was translating what she was saying into pattern speak, and it was quite a process going through that pattern and getting it working. But it was interesting. It was the technical language of the sewing pattern in French was obviously not something that she wasn't a seamstress, wasn't something that she'd come across. So yeah, that's a very good point, Stratus. Thank you very much for reminding me of that. Nancy says, I'm making a buffalo plaid red and black jacket for my sweetheart, a shirt for my son, a tunic top for my bestie, and PJs for all, and I've yet to start. Oh, Nancy, good luck with that. Good luck with that. You can do it, though. You can do it. Definitely. Nancy, has any of your merch arrived yet? They said that they've posted it all now. I know Kellyanne's got hers and put hers up on the Peeps group, which was lovely. But yeah, has yours arrived yet? Let's see, where did I get to? Julie says, my girl is 8 years old and have only had English in school for 2 years. I have no idea what she understands or not. I have no idea what she understands or not. Hashtag bad mom. Not at all. And she's 8 and they've started English already. I don't think we started our foreign language until I was at least 10 or 11, I think, from what I remember. I mean, my French is terrible, so yeah. Right, where did I get to? Hide and Silk says, hello. Hi, Kathy. Welcome. Nice to see you. Anna says, I've got as far as making a to make handmade list. Not sure if everything will come of it as this late stage, busy with a gazillion other things, not feeling 100%. Body and mind are two separate entities. I think making a list is a very good starting point, obviously, but I think there's a meme going around that says, don't put yourself into debt to prove to other people how much you love them this year. Don't visit family, friends, or friends and family if they are detrimental to your mental health. And then the third one is, if anyone comments on your weight, eat them. But I think that's like the kind of message of that is really important, and you need to look after yourself as well, Anna. So whilst it's lovely to make gifts for people, if it's going to be detrimental to your well-being, then it's not worth it. So look after you, be good to you, because you're very good to everybody else. As you know, you're lovely to everybody else. So yes, you need to make sure that you're all right as well. What else have we got here? Where did I get to? Julie's daughter's waves. Hi, Julie's daughter. I don't know what your name is, but hello. Cara says, go find where I've hidden my Carolyn PG pattern, as I have gorgeous brush cotton fabric from Pound Fabrics. Oh, I love the Carolyn pajama pattern. I need to make myself another pair of those, because the ones that I've made, Natasha got, because I followed the pattern, and they weren't high-waisted, so I need to make them high-waisted so that I would actually wear them. And I think I need to add an inch of length to the sleeve as well. I added an inch. I think I needed to add another one. But yeah, brushed cotton ones, they would be awesome. Caro also says, I have a notebook for only that, been going since 2004. We'll only get this year and next, I think, and then I'll have to get a new one. Oh, I like that you've kept it though. My notebooks are so messy. So yeah, I do keep all of my diaries and stuff. I don't know what I'm going to do with all of those. I don't know why I'm keeping them, but because they're not exactly like Dear Diary type diaries. They're pretty much, I did this and I spent that, because I used to track my spending way better than I do now. I need to get back into that again. But what was the point of that? Yeah, I like that you've got a diary or a notebook specifically for one thing, and that you use it year after year. That's lovely. Where did I get to? Joe says, my plan is to make Christmas cards with an applique Christmas tree that will double as a Christmas decoration. Well, that's the plan. Oh, that's lovely. I made these Christmas cards one year that were a Christmas ornament, paper, and then it had a little envelope that they went in, but it was also an envelope that was big enough for like a gift card. But the ornament itself was like "With love from Sean" on the back, but you could hang it on the tree. That's a lovely idea. I really like that. Let's see, where did I get to? So Lily Bells, bye for now. Small humans need feeding. I hope well, you probably didn't see that because you probably had to leave, but bye bye. Thank you for joining us. Where did I get to? Champagne twist. It's Christmas, apparently. It will be fine. We can only do our best, as they say. It's a thought that counts. I was a bit upset about my old sewing machine, but it served me well for years. Yeah, exactly. Champagne twist. And Danielle says, hi from Australia. Hello. Hide and silk. When we first bought our house in France, I ended up with better building vocab than general vocab. I can imagine you would have to, Kathy. Oh dear. Nancy says, no, not yet. I'm looking forward to getting it though. Oh, I'm looking forward to getting it too. I really want to see what you think. So yay, let me know when it arrives. I mean, I know you will, but yeah. Champagne Twist says, can you imagine if I was working on a commission or a huge quilt? At least I can take advantage of the seasonal sales and my family and friends understand. I will sew things I promised when I can. Absolutely. It's not your fault that your machine has decided that now is the time to quit. So yeah. Of course they will understand as well. I mean, that's kind of the point of friends and family, isn't it? That they are understanding and that they appreciate that things like this happen and it's not intentional and it's not your fault. So, yes. Let's see, where did it go? Julie says, usually I get my daughter to draw her own Christmas dresses before making it for her, but I haven't done that this year. Yet this year. Ooh, we're all like leaving things right till the last minute, aren't we? Crystal says, are you planning to buy any patterns on Black Friday? I don't know, Crystal. I have a giant list of patterns that I want, but I have some very, very, very lovely peeps that have I've given those lists to, and I think have already bought them for me. So I don't know is the honest answer to that. Possibly. Although, I don't think I need any more. So yeah, I think I probably shouldn't, but I am a sucker for a sale, so I probably will. Okay, this cuff's nearly off. It's nearly off. Why did I think this was a good idea? Oh. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Ree is off to get the train. Bye. See you later. Bye. So awesome. Catherine P. Hello or good morning in Maryland, US. Good morning, Catherine. Glenda says, bye, Ree. Dana says, in Norway, we start learning English at the age of 6, or, well, they do now. When I was younger, we started at the age of 8. So I think that's good, because I think you have more capacity to pick up languages when you are younger like that. I think that makes sense. So yeah, I mean, obviously your English is fabulous. So oh, this thing's nearly off. We're getting there. I think that would. I've always said when people ask what superpower, if you could have a superpower, what superpower would you like? I've always wanted. Cool ones off. I've always wanted to be able, and you have to. I think it was if a genie, like a wish, and with genies you have to be really careful, don't you? You have to close all the loopholes. So I wanted to be able to speak, read, write, and understand every language that there's ever been or ever will be, because I love the idea of being able to converse with people in their own languages. I'm not adept at languages at all. I find them very, very difficult. But I do try and make an effort to at least learn the pleases, thank yous, hello, goodbye, may I have, for when I go to new places. My Croatian is terrible. At the conference I went to, there's a lady called Lindsay who her channel's called is Lindsay Does Languages, and she speaks something like, I think she's learnt 22 languages, you know, one of them being Korean. It's amazing. So yeah, but that would be my superpower if I ever met a genie and got 3 wishes. That would be one of the ones I wish for. What about you guys? And I do think that would be a superpower, don't you guys? Like I mean, flying, yeah, it'd be cold up there, and you know, lots of other ones. But yeah, I think the ability to talk to anybody and converse with anybody in their own language would be amazing, and to be able to like read hieroglyphs and actually speak ancient Egyptian in the way it was intended to be spoken, because at the moment they have no idea, they're just guessing, because obviously there's no recorded sound from that time, so they don't know. But yeah, that would be mine. What would be yours? Anyway, that was a long tangent, wasn't it? Sorry. Oh, this stuff's horrible. It's just horrible. It's just not good. Not good. Anyway, where did we get to? Champagne twist. Christmas, end of year is also a time for you. It's not selfish, taking care of yourself as well as others. Very well said, and completely agree with that. That is very, very true. Very, very true. Carla, hello from Shawnee, Kansas. On my way to work for a few hours. Hello, welcome. And Rosemary says, we're currently dealing with devastating bushfires in many parts of Australia. A couple of organisations have started Facebook pages and are promoting the talents of their communities online. I don't know how you guys are coping, and I am in awe. My cousin lives just outside of Brisbane, and it's getting close, and it's worrying, and it's it's terrifying for seeing all the things with the wildlife. But I love how the communities are coming together to support each other and help each other, which I do think is amazing. But yes, stay safe, please, all of you. Let's see. Kathy says, oh, I love the idea, Julie. I'm making my niece a sweater dress in light reactive fabric, black outlined clouds with rainbows that appear in daylight. Oh, that's amazing. First fabrics, and I think they still have some in stock, and matching cream ribbing. Oh, Kathy, what are you doing to me? That sounds so cool. That sounds so cool. Julie says, Rosemary says, we have been advised that no rain is to be expected before February 2020. Wow. I mean, obviously it's meant to be spring for you at the moment, isn't it? But you're already kind of experiencing hot summer weather. I don't know. I just please stay safe. Let's see. Where did we get to? Where did I get to? Glenda says, I admire your patience. I really don't like unpicking. Neither do I. So this is obviously the fact that I love this guy, because I hate doing this. And there's one last little bit will not come out. It's very frustrating. I think I'm just gonna. There we go. So I have a cuff. Right. Now, how does this all go together then? Oh, it's got a vented sleeve as well. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Gee, guys, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's unpick that. I think that's just been top stitched into place. We shall see. I'm just going at this with the confidence that I can, like, totally do this, and I'm not ruining this jacket. Not that it wasn't ruined already, but yeah, this is going to be a true test of my abilities, isn't it? If I can actually pull this off. I hope I can, because I don't want to have ruined this thing for him. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. God, they've stitched everything together. Where did we get to? Julie says, I think I started learning English when I was in 5th grade or so, at the age of 10 or 11. Strata says, imagine being Tolkien and creating your own language in both speech and text. I know, that was impressive. Elvish is, yeah. Didn't they create Dothraki as well? Don't people actually do that? Isn't that people's jobs to create new languages? I think that's just amazing. I don't know why I'm so fascinated about it, because like I say, I don't have the brain that can mentally compute that. But yeah, let's see. It is midday, guys, so I'm going to read the rest of the comments, and then I will need to sign off and put this away before I actually just stab it with a steamer prop. But I've made a good start, so that's good. Where did we get to? Julie says, if I had a superpower, I wanted it to be talking to other animals. Oh, yeah, that would be very cool. Oh, I wonder if animals do actually have their own rudimentary languages, and if my superpower would include those. I think I'd need to mention that it might. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'd love to be able to see what Chiana is actually thinking. Hayden Silk says, I'd love to be multilingual. It makes the world a smaller place. A good friend of mine speaks 8 languages and travels around Switzerland. And traveling around Switzerland, I was in awe. I know. It just amazes me. Absolutely amazes me. Caro says, I'll message you the link for the market. Yes, please, Caro. That would be awesome. Thank you. Kathy says, we live in the USA. My daughter is a Japanese major in college. I wish I could speak in other languages as well. My French is awful. Yes, my French is awful, and that's the language that I did. Hayden Silk. She would just switch. She told us we're in Italian Switzerland and they aren't keen on Swiss Germans, so I talk in Italian. Then she switched to Romanish, which I'd never even heard of. That's amazing. See, that's what I want to be able to do. Anna says, my superpowers would be world peace, save all endangered animals and make sure there is no more endangeredness, heal pain, physical, mental, emotional, and physiological. Awesome. That is very awesome, Anna. Simone says, hi peeps, hi from Perth. Sorry for joining in so late. Didn't know this was on. Went on a date. Ooh, how'd the date go? Danny says, I've made Christmas PJs for me and we'll be making a jumper for my little puppy, but that's about it for Xmas sewing this year. Oh, I'm sewing some small clothes for an Instagram friend's baby. Oh, that's very nice of you, Danny. Catherine P says, this is me gearing up to go face the shoppers at Joann's and cut fabric. Good luck with that. And then Nancy has said, have a great day, everyone. So thank you very much for all of you for joining me for this stream. I know it was a bit last minute and I know I changed the time on you. And so thank you very much for coming, and it is much appreciated. For anyone watching it back later, so thank you for getting to the end. I hope you enjoyed the waffle. And yeah. Oh, I'm actually not going to film the vlog saying, the peeps saying hi to the vlog, because I'm not vlogging today. I'm just doing this, but maybe I should. I've got my camera here, so yeah, let's do that. Say hi to the peeps. Live stream, say hi to the vlog. Let's see if that works now, because it takes a little while for everything to get in. Let's see. There we go. I think it's starting. There we go. Thank you for reminding me, Anna. Yeah, I wasn't going to vlog today, but I need to, don't I? So yes. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. It's been a pleasure, and I have nearly got this thing undone, but I am absolutely covered in the faux leather. It's disgusting. It's like everywhere. So yeah, gross. I'm going to go and find a plastic bag to put that in so that it doesn't just contaminate everything. So yes, thank you for hanging out, and I will see you all very soon. Bye. And now it looks weird when I'm trying to end the stream and I have to press lots of buttons. Bye.